So I've noticed the interesting. So I've noticed that it's funny. It's like if I look at all the videos I've done since I've been in Japan, like they started off being kind of silly and about trying to find work and all that stuff, and I was always outside, and that was always kind of fun, because I'd walk around and things like that. And then once I kind of got an apartment and I got access to internet and that, I kind of stopped doing them outside because I had my own room to do them in. Like before, when I was living with my brother, I couldn't really do these things inside. So, anyways, now well, I want to get back to that. I kind of want to start going out again and doing that. I mean, I've got one of these things, so I have no excuse. It's really easy for me to shoot video anywhere I am. So I think this is probably I'm gonna try and at least include stuff from the outside world in these videos. So that's just something I wanted to say. That's my opening. That's my that's where I'm coming from right there. So today is the 17th. I'm 1 month into being 30. I made it. 30 years in 1 month, and really 1 day. Although I guess since I was born in America, then that would make this. Well, no, because it's the 17th in America too. 30 years, 1 month, and 1 day, and some number of hours. And it's been good so far, I think. I'd say this has been one of my more kind of like busy and creative periods. Like I've already done like 4. I've done like 4 open mics, I think, since I turned 30, and my girlfriend and I are working on doing like a photo show, and I've been keeping like a Tumblr. Like lately I've been trying to draw more, and so I tried to do a webcomic. I've wanted to do a webcomic for a long time now. When I first saw Penny Arcade back in like 2002 or 2003 or whatever, I was like, I want to do that. And my friend Jim and I laid out an entire story for a webcomic. I mean, we had like everything. We had characters and story arcs and locations and all that stuff planned out, and then it never went anywhere. And then then I constantly was struggling with the whole like, oh, well, you're not a good enough artist, so you shouldn't even start. Wait until you become a better artist, and then you can do it. Yes, always wait. And that, so I never did anything, and so then I was finally like, fuck it. My friend has a comic on Ask Jeeves, or not Ask Jeeves, but Smack Jeeves. That's what it is, Smack Jeeves, and and it's free, and so I was like, oh, well, maybe I should just do it. So I made like just kind of like a intro page that's like, these 2 characters, and it says like they're putting up like a sign that says under construction, and I was like, and that was as far as I got, and I was like, shit, did it again. So, but in lieu of that, what I've been doing is I started a Tumblr, and it's just drawing. It's called Drawings at Work, and so every day when I'm at work, I try and find like 5 or 10, 20 minutes where I can just do like a little sketch, and there's no like prerequisites. I'm not like I have to fill up the sheet, or it doesn't have to be anything. It's just as long as I make some lines on paper, then I'm like, I feel happy that I did something. So I've been doing that, and it's been fun, and I feel like I've had some successes with that. I don't think anybody has seen it, but whatever. Did a show last night at the Hobgoblin. It was awesome. Like I left work, and I thought I was going to be late for the show, and I got there, and they had not started yet. I teach English. I can't speak it, but I teach it. If you can't teach, even with language, especially with language. So I got there, and it turned out somebody hadn't shown up or something, and so they're like, hey, do you want to go up for 3 minutes? And So I said sure, and it was awesome. You know, it was a good crowd. It was really packed, which was fun. You know, a lot of times out here it's real hit and miss because you know, the expat community, like, you know, it's not as regular. You can't depend on them to be as regular as if, you know, we were like in Chicago or something, and there's just always people. You know, we're a very small part of the population here. It's only like 1% of the population in Tokyo is foreigners. So out of 150 million, you know, I mean, it's still, or not 100, out of 15 million, it's still really not that many people. So I went up. I really need to work on my material a lot. I need to just actually spend time writing. You know, it's like I'll get an idea for a joke or something will happen, and I'll want to turn it into a bit, and I'll kind of write out like a rough draft, but I don't actually go and revise it at all. And I need to do that. It's like I'm like a writer who only hands in rough drafts, and you know, like that's cool, I guess, if you're doing like a zine or, you know, doing something for free, which I am. But if you ever want to actually like move on in the world, you actually have to start investing time into these things. And so that's kind of where I'm at right now. I need to start putting more time into it. But I put it up. I got my Twitter, I got my SoundCloud, I got the Smack Jeeves, I got the Tumblr, I've got you know, my Flickr account that is now expired. So it sucks. I had like 3,000 or 4,000 photos on my Flickr, and now I can only see like 200 of them because I don't have a pro whatever account anymore. And it always makes me really nervous because, you know, if you can't see them, are they gone? Did Flickr just say like, well, fuck this guy, he's not paying us his $30 a year, you know, we'll just delete his shit. You know, and if they do that, it's, you know, that's their servers, they have that right, but it sucks for me because you know, I've got some photos on my Flickr that I don't actually have anymore. That they're gone. So, which is kind of my bad. I guess I should back them up or whatever. But you know, in other news, I have 3 things to show. Oh Jesus! Sweet baby Lord. Okay, so. Well, I was gonna share a beer with you guys, but I just dropped this, so it's now a ticking time bomb that is not going to be open for a while. So I'm on Reddit, and what are we at? I love how I can just talk for 8 minutes, and it's like whatever. So I'm on Reddit, and they do these. There's so you've got the main Reddit, and then underneath that you have all these like subreddits, and it's a news aggregation website, but really it's kind of like a group blog. I think if you think of Reddit as a group blog, that's the best way to think of it, because that's what it is. I mean, you look at someone who has a political blog, they post news stories and then comment on them, and that's basically what Reddit is. It's we're all sharing, you know, our collective interests. But there is one subreddit that's all about exchanging things. You know, they do book exchanges, and they do snack exchanges, and they do Secret Santas, and they do all this other fun stuff. And recently they did one. It's called Arbitrary Day. So it's Arbitrary Day 2011. And so I signed up for that. I did the snack exchange too, and that was awesome. My whoever, I can't remember the name, but whoever sent me stuff sent me some really awesome candies, and I'm sad that they're slowly, you know, my stores are depleting. But this guy, shit, I don't know what I did with the packaging. Well, I'll have to look up his name again. I'll put something in the comments about whoever the hell this is. But anyways, he did a painting, and he sent it to me of Robin. You can't see it. There's the R right there, so it's Dick Grayson right there. Very cute, wide-eyed Dick Grayson. It's a cool little painting. You know, I went to, when I was taking like art figure drawing classes, there's a girl who would buy these. I don't know what happened. My camera just died. My computer is about, you know, it's funny. Like, this is by far the best computer I've ever had. in terms of like processing power and all that. And it's only like, yeah, whatever. But it's getting to be about a little over 2 years old now, and like just over the 2-year mark. And you know, the Apple Care is about to run out, and I'm just like, oh God, please, like, just hang on until I can afford to get another computer, because if you die, then that's it. But anyway, so Dick Grayson, and I was saying that when I used to take figure drawing classes, there's this one girl in the class, her name was like Dulcinea, meant like sweet something in Spanish. She's a really cool girl, amazing painter. But she would buy these little boards, and they're just great for doing paintings. Like, I'm terrified to paint. Like, I mean, this is awesome. Like, I love, I don't know, it's really cute. It's like, it's pretty cool. I'm definitely, I'm tickled by what I got. This is cool because, yeah, I had no idea what someone was going to send me. And like, I don't know. I'm wondering if he did it too, because this is not, this signature, that doesn't look like the signature of the guy who signed on the package. So I don't know who this is, who did this, but it's pretty freaking awesome. Anyways, so that's the painting. I've blabbed for a good 10 minutes. But you know what? I'm not going to feel bad about blabbing, because I've been listening to Bill Barr, or the fuck his name is. I've been listening to his podcast a lot lately, and that's an hour of him just talking bullshit. Of course, he's also, you know, semi-famous, especially among, if you follow stand-up comics at all or anything like that. But the point is that, you know, I'm not going to apologize to anyone about rambling for some undeterminable some amount of time, because, you know, I think it's good practice, if anything. And no one fucking watches this anyways, so it doesn't really matter. It's basically just for my own catharsis to, like, you know, get online and... Oh! I said I was going to show you 3 things. This is number 3. So I've done ketchup Pringles, and now there are salsa Pringles. That's right, salsa. And these are actually pretty, you know, I don't think it doesn't, let's be honest here, it really doesn't matter what flavor these are, because they put some shit in here that makes them addictive. So this could be like, you know, dog food or like fucking, you know, piss flavored, and they'd still be delicious, because, like, honestly, like, there really isn't that much difference between salsa, between salsa and the salt and pepper and the jalapeno and the fucking ketchup. They're all the same. Like, I don't even know why they bother. Like, they should just have one flavor with different, maybe that's what they do have. They just have one flavor, but then different packaging, and it's the whole, our minds are creating a flavor. I bet that's what it fucking is. Those sneaky bastards. But it's really good. Very tasty. I'm gonna be sad, you know, going back to the States, like, all the weird flavors of shit that they have out here, and the convenies, like, seriously, like, I never go to convenience stores in America, like, because I don't drive anymore, and, like, there was a funky Korean one by my apartment in San Francisco that closed down, whatever that was about. It was there for, like, I don't know, the 3 years that I was there, and then all of a sudden it's gone. Why did it take 3 years? I've lived in San Francisco a total of maybe 2.5 years. Never in the same place. I don't know how long that fucking market was there. But it was there for a while. And then one day it was gone. And I was sad, because I wanted, you know, I wanted some fucking Pringles. But I don't know, going to a convenience store in Japan is a totally different thing. But fuck, I'm getting to like 15 minutes here, so I'm gonna cut this off. Anyways, I'll do another video soon, and peace out. Wait, I'm gonna do that again. Peace out.